You ever disappointed? I was just disappointed last week. In fact, let me just tell you a story I meant to tell you last week, but didn't. Last week we talked to you about the surprising twists and turns of following God, and I had a surprising twist and turn of following God a couple of weeks ago. I got an email from somebody I didn't know recommending me from somebody I didn't know that he had been recommended. Somebody I didn't know had recommended me to him. And anyway, it was from the local community college, and they asked me to teach a class in the aerospace division. The aerospace division. This preacher, they asked him to teach a class. Started to say preach a class. I want to say teach a class. At any rate, I sent it to my kids kind of as a joke because I thought it was a big joke. But my wife invited me to read actually the subject line, which I hadn't read, and it actually said drone class. And to make a long story short, 5 days later, I received a contract. And what a surprise! What a surprise to be teaching a drone class in an aerospace department of the local community project. I was not expecting that. But then just a few days later, I got this email. I'm reaching out to you regarding the introduction to drones course that we'd hoped you would teach for us this fall. After reviewing enrollment numbers with the dean, we found that the course had low enrollment. Unfortunately, we've been directed to cancel the courses that aren't sustainable, and this one falls into that category. And I actually went to my bedroom and wept. Got on my bed and wept for a while, and it may seem like no big deal. And in a way, I know compared to the loss of a child or the news of cancer or many other things that might happen to you, it's kind of no big deal. In the broad scheme of life, kind of a medium disappointment, but it was a disappointment to me, and it reminds me that life is full of disappointments. And so we want to look at today's passage and see what we can learn about dealing with the inevitable disappointments that will come into our life. So we're looking early in Joseph's life, and he had a dream, and then now he has another dream, and he told it to his brothers.